What's going on, good people? It's your truly EZDZ. Another episode of Chop Shop. I do apologize for the delay.
Your fault.
We're finna go ahead and crank up. As you know, I got Dade City and EZBZ. They took PTO days. They're not here today, but I do have across from me the one and only infamous David Ruff, Greg Doss. How you feeling tonight, young man?
Feel my hands like I always do.
Okay, and as you know, we pick it back up. We were last week. We gonna talk about these little punk ass parenting. So we got Cutback Academy founder Trevor Thorton to my right, and then the one and only across from me, NFL great KD Williams. So we're gonna call this area the Jefferson area.
I don't know what that is.
Across from me, Jefferson University.
University of Thomas Jefferson High School.
My daughter goes to University of Thomas.
He said University of Thomas. Okay.
Like you don't know.
And we gonna get into this, but I want to do this real quick before we even do anything else.
And by the way, a great. If people had a heart like this cat, and
no
not
doubt,
another parent would pay for at least not for scholarship money.
I agree.
I know, right?
And we finna get back to that, but I want to get into this. The city been buzzing this past week about a little critique of one of the sponsors of the show, good friend of mine, Mike Tritt, down there at Conan's Barbecue. And the only thing I want to say is that Tritt been in business for 11 years, actually 12 years, do a lot of good things in the community, feed the homeless, fund football teams, provide meals. Ain't nothing he wouldn't do for anybody. He just had a birthday this past Saturday. Mm-hmm. My frustration with the city is that you let an out-of-towner come in here, be critical, and then some got in here and co-sign. Now, you know that's your opinion. You're free to say whatever you want to say. But I want that same energy when you go eat at Olive Garden, when you go eat at Red Lobster, Longhorn, wherever you go for your palate.
Hell, Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory, yeah. That's where they want to go, Cheesecake Factory. So I just, I'm going to make this a round table. We're going to do Jefferson first.
I didn't know about that.
Well, I'm just saying, I know you ain't really been on social media lately, but that's been the big buzz, like they got great value bread, but I'm like, that's Walmart. Half of the people in the city go to Walmart to shop.
Right.
So I'm gonna go to KD first, and then I come to Ruff, then I'm gonna hit Trevor last with it. KD, what's your take on it, bro?
Well, I don't mind the critique. I know Mike. First, I know Mike Triggs. I personally know him, not heard. I grew up with this guy.
Right.
So I know he's a person that's about respect and honor and stuff like that. He's probably going to take the critiques, make himself better, prepare himself better, do things for the restaurant in a better capacity.
Okay.
He's been in business a long time, 12 years.
Right.
12 years could be a point where some changes could be evident, could be made. Some growth could happen.
Okay.
Some things could happen from the critiques. I personally didn't like the fact that a lot of chiming in was happening. See, the person who critiqued, he ain't from here.
Yeah.
Right.
He finna get on the plane and go back where he going. So let his word be whatever his word was gonna be.
Right.
To me, I always look at the people that's chiming in. Like, I'm that guy. And I'm not right nor wrong for this. When I hear negative stuff, and you know it's negative, I want to see what the followers are going to say. Because if all these people felt this way over the last 11, 12 years,
he wouldn't be the biggest thing.
Then he wouldn't be the biggest thing in Tampa.
Period.
Right.
And he's one of the biggest names when it comes to barbecue in Tampa.
Probably the
biggest.
And then, his humbleness and his personality won't allow for him to ever speak out. That ain't Mike.
Right.
That's not Mike.
Right.
He'll try to find some learning curve in this whole thing and to make himself better. That's what everybody wants. Then you'll have people say, well, that's what need to happen. People, if you critique someone, they should try to make themselves better. No, there's a certain thing where critiquing, and then there's a certain things of slander. It's a thin line between critiquing and slandering. It all depends on how the person feels about you, whether it's critiquing or slander.
Right.
For Mike, I will say it was some critiques, some slander. And for a guy who's done a tremendous amount of work in his city and neighborhood, it just makes me very upset for the guy to have to hear these things about his business for all the good he's done through his business.
Right.
It's just disheartening that way to me.
Right. Okay, respect. Ruff, what's your take on it?
Well, I'm not familiar with this comment. I probably wish I would have been, because it gave me a much more sincere foundation. But I will say, echoing his opinion about Mike, you're not going to find a better person than Mike Trigg. And he does things humbly, behind the scenes, but he does things for the community at large.
Yeah.
And to think that our community would not rally to the defense.
Well, I mean, some people spoke out. Ira spoke out.
Ira Thornton.
Yeah, Thornton spoke out. And he got Tavares Dawes. They got it going. Jay McNair.
There were people that
very
were
vocal.
really
they stepped down.
Yeah,
there were some guys
I
really
know when
vocal.
I saw him hit not just Yelp, but when I posted when he got the national attention, they said the best barbecue spots to go if you go here, definitely go here. And Trigg was the first thing that came popping.
Right.
Conan's.
Right.
So I don't know who this person was who made this.
There's a cat out of Chicago, and I guess he gets paid to do that. And I mean, I don't knock your hustle, but my thing is that's your view. But I'm thinking about people that's in the city. If you don't like the food, don't go.
That's it.
And that just keep it simple. Because once again, this is a minority business trying to provide a service for people.
Positive black.
Yeah. And then to step down, like I tell people all the time, like I say, I've gone to several places. If I don't like it, I ain't going no more. And I'm cool with that.
It's that simple.
Yeah, I ain't got to go there no more.
Right.
But to get out here, to get on social media, and I may say something to you about it, just in conversation, clowning, but just to be, I ain't going there. No. To get on Facebook, I ain't got to do that. That's crazy.
And Mike deserves better than that.
Absolutely.
Especially as many people who know him and know what he stands for.
Absolutely.
That's what the guys were.
Yeah, I don't know Trigg personally, but it just seems like here, man, there's not enough support, not enough unity here for hardly anything. As soon as one person say something bad, like just to go off, piggyback off of what KD said, when you go look at the source, go look at the people with the most criticism, and check and look at them. We might know some of them personally, and they might not have a good life or might not have nothing going for them.
Right, but the
that's all they got.
That was my frustration.
That's all they got.
Like you said, to take that platform
for them, so they gonna take shots. Like,
I know. Yeah, I ain't never liked their food. I'm like, okay.
Man, I done had bad food at Longhorn Steakhouse. I ain't go there in a while. I just went to another one.
Yeah, and
I went to Eddie V's.
Okay.
We sent my steak back two times.
Don't even bring them up. Don't even bring them up.
Man, we ain't gonna talk about
don't bring them up.
You sent it back twice?
I sent it back 2 times.
That's old school. He say son. Like your grandma, he say son. I saw that back.
You wanted him to get it right.
Most definitely. Medium well ain't that hard.
He didn't send it back for refreshing. I sent my back and sent it back.
But the whole thing with Mike, and that's my guy. That's a real true friend. He a real true friend of mine. I don't believe that he's gonna say or do anything out of his normal. He's gonna continue business.
Well, I talked to him, Saturday. I told him, I said, I gotta say something like D. I said, no, I got to.
He didn't want you to.
No, he did. But I said, I got to.
That's never been Mike.
That's not him. But I said, I got to.
But the rest of us are supposed to say something.
We are though.
To a certain extent. I agree to disagree to a certain extent. Only reason is us speaking out on his behalf, that ain't gonna do nothing for the fact that some people just don't have his taste. They don't like his taste.
And that's fair. That's fair too, because that's your choice.
That's your choice.
Right.
Everyone's palate isn't the same.
Exactly.
Right.
I look at Mike from how he conducts himself
and how you go about
business.
Right.
This I judge Mike off of that, not off the food, because his critique ain't gonna change me. I'm there on Friday.
Right.
Or I'm there every other Saturday.
Right.
And not because he my frat brother, not because we grew up together.
I forgot about that too.
Actually like his food.
Yeah, me too.
And I was going there when it was just at the window.
But
think about it. Now this the thing.
Old Miss Reese, by the way.
Miss Reese store.
Blessed dead.
My brother started out just selling sandwiches.
Yeah.
It wasn't no sides.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't no sides. It was sandwiches. Now he is in control of the entire building.
And got some stuff coming up
And
down the pipe. Yeah.
What? How quickly could he have owned the building, facilitated a better situation, or moved his company outright?
Quickly.
For all the money and things he's done, giving back to the community just on his face.
Yeah.
Now, what you
You
just
don't hear
said
nobody
there-
talking
now,
about
what
that.
you just
Nobody
there-
said
now,
that.
what you
Talking
said
about
right
that,
there.
Nobody said that.
Huge,
Nah,
bro.
they want to find.
Yeah.
They want to find something
Everyone
bad.
found something wrong with the macaroni
Yeah.
and cheese. Somebody found something wrong with the poke and beans. Somebody found out that he actually got his bread from a grocery store. Because
You're
when
supposed
I
to make
go
the
to the
damn bread.
grocery store, all the bread on the grocery store, Kroger bread, Walmart bread, Wonder bread, all the
Public
bread.
Rita bread. Winn-Dixie.
But what bread do you want with barbecue? Is there a specific bread that I was supposed to?
Light bread. Give some light
They want
bread.
something
Yeah.
Hawaiian
Light
roll.
bread.
That's why I'm hungry.
They don't call it light
Hawaiian
bread no
roll.
more?
Listen,
No,
man,
but like
it's
you said,
all
we just-
ridiculous.
it is.
But I don't fault Big Boy. I don't know his Clark. What's his name?
Darius Cobb.
I don't fault Darius. You came to Tampa. You ate some food that you didn't like. You went to another place in Tampa. You ate some food you liked.
Yeah.
He went to Jerk Hut.
Yeah.
He loved the Jerk Hut.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us who live right here in Tampa. We ain't going to the Jerk Hut.
That's
Right.
true.
Right.
That
That's
don't
true.
got nothing to do wrong with the hut.
And then
Right.
and on top of that, KD, we ain't gonna bash them on social media.
No.
either.
At all.
We just don't go.
No.
They're not gonna go.
Just don't go.
But that's all. I've had people bash the burger. When I came out the seafood burger, it was, how is it gonna work? How's it gonna hold itself together? That ain't gonna taste right. Fried? You gonna fry it? Oh no. But you stick with what you stick with.
Hey, Drag, what do you mean? How you take it and you stick it in your mouth? What do you mean how it work?
Well, you know.
If it fall apart, you put your fingers on
But
it.
I think
that would
sometimes,
make it
but
good
I
when
think
it's messy.
sometimes
I
though,
don't get it.
here we go again. When you don't understand something,
No pun intended.
if nothing else, like I think about like with like you just spoke about when you came up with the concept of doing the seafood burger. That's something you thought out,
Yes.
looked at it. Let's see. I think it's a lane for that, and you took them. So for a person that don't, and that's why I try to tell people, when you have visions of doing certain things, everybody don't understand.
Nope.
Right.
That's
And
first.
It's not for them to
And
understand.
it's not for them to
not
understand.
Nobody
them to understand.
understands the plan or process.
Or the vision.
Right.
We only understand the finished product.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
the
don't look
results.
for anything more. They look
The
for nothing
results.
more.
Yeah.
If you don't get to the finish line, everything you talking about, everything your ambitions and all that don't mean nothing to the society world.
Right.
Once you get it to where you're happy with what you're doing,
Right.
you put it out the best way you can and
Yep.
let the public
Yeah.
Yep.
help you direct which way you was gonna
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
See, because when I first,
Yeah.
the burger was on regular buns. Somebody said to me, it was an older lady, she said, you know, Katie, this is a good situation, but you should put this on a hamburger bun. Preferably, you should get one of them Hawaiian rolls.
Oh, preferably.
I was like, yes, ma'am, I'll
Yep.
try that.
You open to it. You open to it.
We bought regular buns,
Okay.
the Hawaiian bun, and a bruschetta bun.
Okay.
Now, fortunately for the burger, we used every bun and every piece of bread.
Okay.
But we had better reviews with the Hawaiian roll.
Yeah.
So we opted out, let the public tell us what they felt, and when we went the way of the Hawaiian roll, what happened to my homeboy wasn't what happened. My homeboy was blindsided by a guy, and you ain't never gonna know when a critic coming in, and your food supposed to be on point 100% of the time, every time, all the time.
time.
That's just the restaurant business. I've been in
right.
the restaurant business
Right.
in Arkansas. I understand how this thing goes.
Right.
It's just that you never will make everyone happy.
Nope.
That's
And
true.
the people that
Nope.
aren't happy, you just hoping, you're praying that they either give you one more shot or they don't mention it.
Right.
Hell, man, if the people ain't happy with you, they probably ain't happy with themselves.
Some of that goes on.
Yeah.
Some of that goes on in our world. That's in our.
yeah.
That's in the community petty world.
Yeah.
You know.
Petty said go.
But when you ain't trying to be in the petty world, you got to look above that. And hopefully for my boy, and I know that dude, he made 3 of my partners real hot. Sweet Chuck, we call him food stamp.
Yeah.
Y'all call him
Stamp. Stamp went in. Stamp went in. Yeah.
His name is Sweet Chuck.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sweet Chuck.
No doubt.
Tavari Dawes was very upset. Like
Dawes
he had
Madu,
ownership.
Yeah.
But Ira
really.
Ira's a businessman that has done a lot
for the city, but Ira also he love his city.
He love
his city. That's what I'm saying. So when
his background say he don't got no choice.
Yeah,
see, his daddy was a coach.
Yeah, he West Tampa all day.
He West Tampa.
He'll tell you that too.
His daddy raised a lot of men in our neighborhood. So everybody,
Alvin always speak high level.
Gives Ira his respect because, hey, bro, your daddy got me into a good place. There are a lot of men that his dad put in good situations based on sports and fatherhood, because some of us didn't have dads.
Right.
Mr. Ira was a hell of a man.
Right.
Yeah.
So I understand why Ira is the way he is, all the way to the degrees of I understand.
Yeah.
But him as a businessman, that side didn't, I can tell that side didn't sit well with my man as a businessman, because he loves his city. He supports his city. And then you got somebody coming down here, and I can tell you, if I had Ira sitting right there, I could say, Ira, what was it that pissed you off the most? I guarantee you, he does not say the guy's review.
Yeah, he never gave a review.
It never was about the guy's
just
review.
showed pictures.
It wasn't the guy review that pissed Ira's off. It was all the chiming in.
Yeah.
It was all the extra stuff.
For all the stuff that you do. And Ira's another that do a lot of stuff. Ira don't beat his chest. He do a lot of stuff for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's why I say when good people, I always been told hurt people.
Yes.
So with that being said, you know, it's like, to me, why use that? You could just say, hey, you know what? Okay, he ain't like the food. Okay, bro, you ain't got to come no more. But just like you said, to get on there and co-sign, oh, yeah, you right. I don't like they food, all that. You know, you doing too much. Like, don't be that person.
Yeah.
Don't be that person. But I ain't going to be petty. I done got my rant out. I'm good. So I'm through with it. We finna get back on this punk-ass parenting. So we're going to do our first break. We ain't going to be long.
Shout out to my boy, Ira Thornton.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Good dude. Solid dude.
Man.
Yeah, actually he called Alvin for $25. He had the Bucks yesterday.
Yeah.
Him and Alvin, they go back and forth every week. They should do a show. Them three there, Alvin, Tafari, and have Food Stamp and Ira, Food Stamp on the Zoom.
One thing about that Stamp.
Boy, he
love him.
Boy,
but Stamp gonna call like it is now.
Yes.
All the time.
Hey,
He been that way since we was kids.
See,
these guys, I known these guys since we were kids.
Yeah.
Ira been the same way. Tavari is the same person. And Sweet Chuck definitely ain't ever changed. Not him.
You throw Alvin in there too, like
Alvin. Alvin, I knew Alvin as long as I known all of them, because Alvin lived up the street from me.
West Tampa. He'll tell you, he'll call the address out and everything. So before we're gonna take our first break, man. As I know, you know my man Will D. Every show is dedicated to him. Check him out online. We got Cigar Life, www.cigarlyfe.com. Ruff, let everybody know what you got going on, man. I know you moving
nothing.
Okay, well, Ruff ain't doing that, so
I tell you what. Oh, I need to say this, and I normally don't say anything about the way that social media works, particularly YouTube geniuses, and I don't fancy myself being great at anything. But gentleman was in jail because he's one of those people who follow bad information, and he called me. And I'm wondering, I said, well, if all this stuff that you thought worked before worked, and he been in there for over a month, why aren't the people who've aired you up coming to your defense? Stop! Don't do that, Daryl. That's not. You're not right.
Read my mic to her. I'm over here crying.
Because you know the story.
Because it's after the fact. Just call it. It's after the fact.
Well, no, but here's the thing.
Listen, let's break it out. If we all play football, here it is. You down 12 with 50 seconds on the clock, no timeouts. Now you trying to move with urgency. Now it's after the fact, because I could have came to you 5-6 months ago, but I keep trying to tell you, you got to have a billboard for people here. You got to have a billboard of Brooks Brothers suit. And okay, yeah, I'll go to him.
I have Brooks Brothers.
I understand that, but you're missing what I'm saying. It's after the fact. Now you jammed up. You jammed up. What you call it? You got that orange on, and you sitting. So now you can't eat. Now you try to make a move. You try to make a play to get out.
He just say orange.
Yeah, orange. Yeah, we call like it is. Don't try. Know what I'm saying? So call like it is. Now we gonna keep it a buck.
Well, I guess what it is when you have a family at home and you don't have the resources to stand behind. You know this stuff about the Queen's Crown, all this tribute and your QSIP number. And I'm familiar with all that stuff. If you go back and look at me, you'll see when I did shows with DJ Squid, Greg Doss. I used to be a part of a high frequency radio on some other podcasts. But don't play games with your life. Don't play games with your freedom.
But it's after the fact. That's why I keep going back to. Hey,
well, he actually said he Googled me. So he knew about me.
So okay, so if I Googled you before I got locked up, why I didn't follow suit
No, that's how
with
you
you?
found me. Well, I can't. I didn't get in all that with him because I was already talking to him on the jail phone. Please don't call me from the jail about anything unless you want some representation from LML, Life Malcolm Law, because I can't help you at that. I just had to say that.
Well, hopefully get himself together, man.
He's still in there a month later.
Okay, well, I mean, he may hopefully get out for the holiday, Thanksgiving that Thursday. Yeah.
Y'all need to be.
I don't think they serve turkey on Thanksgiving in the hole, but we'll see. Let me get off that. Torres, there's on the right to this music. We back in 45 seconds. We jumping right on with Trevor with this punk ass parenting. Go ahead.
what they call this right here? What the media? He there for the media.
Okay.
For the interview, for the
He-
press.
He there,
He ain't there about
he
the-
already got his phone set up while he's stretching and getting ready. He acting like he,
Music.
yeah. He
Like I
playing
said,
his
Trevor,
music.
you can see Trevor mad already just thinking about it.
He's doing-
I would be too.
But all this stuff go hand in hand with how coach feel, because I feel the same way.
Yeah,
I tell my son, act like you've been here.
No game film prep, none of that. No,
No,
coach.
man.
Not going over your assignment. Hey, coach, okay, we're looking at 2 by
It's
1.
not like that no more, bro.
No, you gotta be
The
kidding.
whole way of getting yourself recruited and getting in the